নেতাজি সুভাষ ওপেন ইউনিভার্সিটির প্রি প্রাইমারি টিচার্স এডুকেশন মন্টেসরি এই কোর্সটির পেপার 4 মডিউল বি এই পোর্শনটা আজকে দেখানো হবে বা পড়ানো হবে। প্রথমে এই পোর্শনটার প্রথমেই আছে আমাদের অ্যারিথমেটিক বা ম্যাথমেটিক্স। সো এভরি টাইম we offer any type of activities to the child for their development. Exercises of practical life helps the child to become conscious of his ability, taking care of environment, taking care of himself, and also social behavior. Sensorial activity helps the child about their senses, but develop their senses, and also helps the child about the physical property of a matter. Now we start another vast field, which is called field of culture, that is created by man himself. There are two main things, two media, which we always continuous use for developing our culture, that is language and mathematics. Language, we live in a society and we are the living beings, so we need to express ourselves with other living beings. Our child also needs that one. So in case of language, when our child comes in a house of children, child already knows language. So in case of language, we help the child to become conscious about that language. But in case of mathematics, when our child comes in a house of children, we can't expect 2.5 years of child knows mathematics. So in case of mathematics or arithmetic, we first help the child about the arithmetical concept, ideas, notice. And after that, we help the child to become conscious about that concept, that ideas, that notice. Counting, what is counting? Counting is the how many types of units are there, that is counting. In a house of children, we first start with shapes and dimension. That means geometry. In a mathematics, there are 3 main branches in mathematics, that is geometry, arithmetic, and algebra. Geometry is a abstract part, though it is a concrete, because geometrical figure child can see it, but also it is a abstract part of mathematics. But geometrical figure, child can see it, child can, when she traces the figure, child can feel it, and geometrical figures are universal. Whereas arithmetic, in arithmetic we have some names. The names are 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So many names are there. These names are related with some objects. It is an abstract part of mathematics because in case of name 1, when I say 1, it is a 1 pen, 1 pencil, 1 table. So name is 1, but objects are different. So it is an abstract part of mathematics. And algebra, it is an abstract part of arithmetic, because any algebraical solution or figure, it must be solved by arithmetical numbers. So these 3 branches are interrelated, and these 3 branches together we call mathematics. In a house of children, we start with geometry. And now is the question, when our child ready for arithmetic, but when we offer arithmetic, when our child give some sensorial materials, here we have some activities like that, she can arrange them in gradation. So big to small or thick to thin, in this way she arrange it. That means when she arrange the gradation, done it, she must be compared between the objects. So in case of arithmetic, when our child done this one, this is tall, this is short, this is thick, this is thin. After a few days, the child are not happy to say only this is thick, this is thin, this is tall, this is short. She wants to compare between the objects. She asks, how many taller is this and how much taller than that? But how much thicker than this or that? In this way, she needs to compare. She have some question. She asks the adult. She doesn't happy to say only this is thick, this is thin. That is the time Dr. Maria Montessori called, it is the time of awakening of mathematical mind. And another time we find out, suppose a small child, sometimes we're walking on a road and find out so many cows are there. From the home environment, child already hear the names 1, 2, 3, etc. from their parents or any other papers. When she find out so many cows are there, she must be excited and say, look, there are so many cows are there. 1 cow, 3 cow, 5 cows, 2 cows. That means she hears the name. She knows the names. But she can associate the names with that cows. And she can read the name in succession. That is the time Dr. Maria Montessori called, it is the time of awakening of mathematical mind. And on that stage, we offer arithmetic. What is arithmetic? The main basis of arithmetic is counting. What is counting? Counting means how many times of units are there. That is counting. Suppose we have 5 fingers. Here 5 is a counting, finger is the unit. Suppose we have 10 meter ribbons. 10 is a counting, meter is a ribbon, meter is a unit. So anything we can say unit. So counting means how many times of units are there. That is counting. So in counting, it depends on the nature of the entities or nature of the objects. There are 2 types of countings. One is arithmetic of variable, another is arithmetic of groups. What's the nature of the arithmetic of variable? What's the nature of object? When the objects are unbroken multiple of units. That means when suppose we have example, we have 5 meters ribbon. So in case of ribbon, we get 5 meters in one length. But if we cut it 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, then we get it 5 pieces. But 5 meter ribbons we get in one length. So that is, it is an unbroken multiple of meters. Suppose 3 meters sarees or cloth. So we get 3 meters in unbroken multiple of meters, 7 kathas land. That is, land is unbroken multiple of kathas. So when the objects are unbroken multiple of units, then we call it is arithmetics of variable. And when the objects are loose, individual, identical units, and they can be identical from any point of view, then we call it is arithmetic of group. Suppose, for example, in a class we have 30 students, suppose. Then you ask only one child, now you count how many students are there. So child will be count all students, all are loose, all are individual, and all are identical. Which point of view they are identical on that time? All are students. Suppose next day when again we ask the child, you count students, you count only boys. You count how many boys in your class. So on that time he doesn't count all the students, he count only boys. So which point of view then on that day they are identical? Boys. So when the objects are loose individual identical units and they can be identical from any point of view, then we call it is a arithmetic of groups. Now is a question, in a house of children, which one we offer first? Arithmetic of group or arithmetic of variable? Suppose in case of group, suppose we have some activities like that. Suppose here we have some counters. So we count in case of group activity, all are loose, all are individual and all are identical because all are counters. So when we count it like that. This is 1, This is 2. This is 3. So child must be confused. Why this is 1, this is 2, this is 3? All are identical, same thing. So why? She can't understand. What's the difference between 1 and 2 and 3? So in case of, we present it like that. Suppose, look, this is 1. This is 2. So child observe it, yes, 2 is little bit greater than 1. This is 3. So 3 is little bit greater than 2. So she can understand it. So in that case, in a house of children, we start with arithmetics of variable. And now is a question, when we offer arithmetic of group, when our child have a clear concept of unit, that is, what is unit? What is unit? And also when she knows what's the relation between 1 and the quantities above 1, that means what's the relation between 1 and 2? So if we take this 1 2 times, then we get 2. What's the relation between 1 and 3? If we get 1 3 times, then it is 3. So when we, how many times it takes the quantity, that is the unit here. So child can knows it properly, and she knows what's the relation of natural succession numbers, that is, what's the relation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we add 1 with 2, we get 3. If we add 1 with 3, we get 4. If we add 1 with 4, we get 5. So if we add 1 with any number, we get next higher number. That is the relation. So when our child knows these 3 points, then she is ready for group counting. Now we start with the material for the arithmetic. So in arithmetic, when our Dr. Maria Montessori thought about arithmetic, it is a new group. She thought this familiar material, she thought about that one familiar material will be introduced here. So she thought in a sensorial, is a long stair, we have a 10 rods, and 10 rods have a 10 different names. She thought that material, choose that material for the arithmetic, and she then painted this material with these 2 colors, red and blue. And this material was one dimensional difference, so it is easy for the child to understand. So that's why this material, the long stairs, on that these materials she can paint with these 2 colors, red and blue alternately, and introduce in the arithmetic material. As an arithmetic material, she introduced it, and the name of that material is number rods. So in a number rod, when we present it, it is a familiar to the child because child already work with long stairs. So before presentation, first we invite the child. Dear child, you know, you already work with long stairs. Come with me, today I'll show you another material just like long stairs. So this long number rod will be displayed on a separate shelf on an environment. So child will go there and say the child, look, this is number rod. For this activity, we need some mat. So please go, bring a mat and unroll it at the place of presentation. After that, we ask the child, you know how we carry the rod from the long stairs. Now look how we carry it. So we hold it like that. And in this way, we carry it from the environment and we keep it scattered way on the mat. After that, you ask the child, you know how we arrange the rod. So you arrange it, and remember, when we arrange the rod, keep the red section always your left side. So please arrange it. Thank you. Now, today I present this material. Here we help you to learn some names. And what are the names here? Names are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. And now look how we get the presentation. This is rod of 1. This is rod of 1. This is rod of 1. This is rod of 2. Look, 1, 2. So this is rod of 2. 1, 2. So this is rod of 2. This is rod of 3. Look, 1, 2, 3. So this is rod of 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is rod of 3. After that, give me rod of 2. Give me. Thank you. Show your friends rod of 1. Count rod of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hide rod of 2. Give me rod of 2. Thank you. Place rod of 1 here. Count rod of 2.
1, 2.
Place rod of 3 here. Give some gap in. Now place rod of 2 below this rod of 3. And then rod of 1 below this. What is this?
1.
Count this.
1.
What is this?
1. 2.
Count this.
1, 2.
So use 2 fingers when we count it. Use it.
1, 2.
What is this?
1, 2, 3. 3.
Count this.
1, 2, 3.
Now you put back the rod from longest one. Put it back. Yes. So first day we present these 3 names 1, 2, 3. The next day we present other 2 names, that is 4, 5. So on that day we present it like this. This is
1.
rod of 1. This is
1, 2. Rod of 2.
Count this.
1, 2.
So this is rod of 2. This is
3.
Count this.
1, 2, 3.
So this is rod of 3.
3.
And now look, this is rod of 4. This is rod of 4. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is rod of 4. 1,
2,
3, 4. So this is rod of 4. And this is rod of 5. Look, 1,
2,
3, 4, 5. So this is rod of 5. After that, various command like that. Give me rod of 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Show your friends rod of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Keep rod of 3 here. Count rod of 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hide rod of 2.
1, 2.
Give me rod of 2. Thank you. Place rod of 5 here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Then rod of 4 below this rod of 5. Here is this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then rod of 3 below this rod of 4.
1, 2, 3.
And rod of 2 below this rod of 3. Then rod of 1 below this rod of 2. So what is this?
1.
Rod of 1. Count this.
1.
What is this?
1, 2. 2. Rod of 2.
Count this.
1, 2.
What is this?
1, 2, 3. Rod of 3.
Count this.
1, 2, 3.
What is this?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Rod of 4.
Count this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What is this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rod of 5.
Count this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now you put back all the rods from the longest one. So in this way we present next day the 4, 5. After that 6, 7, 8, 9 and last day we present 10.